Hi, this is Teacher George, and today's topic is fanboys. Fanboys are also called coordinating conjunctions, and they're used to join words, phrases, or sentences. In today's lesson, we're going to focus on this use to join two related ideas to create a compound sentence. So in other words, we're using fanboys to connect two simple sentences in order to create a compound sentence. Now, one thing that is a rule is a comma before fanboys. So that's the punctuation we're going to use. Now, we use the word fanboys because each letter in the word fanboys has a specific meaning and function. So let's take a look at them. Now, letter F stands for A is N is nor, B is but, R is or, Y is yet, and S is so. Now, each of them have a specific function. We usually employ this fanboy for expressing reasons, okay? The other meaning of this one is because. And we use to show additional information, okay? So we are adding similar ideas. And nor is used for expressing two negative ideas, and the meaning of nor is not either. But is used for contrasting ideas, so it means like two different ideas. Or is to express choices, okay? So we have two choices. Yet is also similar to but there's a difference. In this case, yet is to create dramatic contrast, okay? So there's like drama involved in it. I will give you more examples on this. And finally, we have so. So is to show results, okay? So now I'm going to give you examples for each of them, and we're going to create a situation for understanding this. So here we have, it says, once upon a time, there was a married couple who lived in Ecuador. She was Sophia and he was Fred. One day, they received an invitation for a wedding, and this is what happened. Okay, so here we have a couple, right? We're going to read their story through fanboys. So we have Sophia and Fred went to buy presents for they had a wedding party. Sophia bought a nice music box and Fred bought a clock. Sophia didn't buy gift wrap for her present, nor did Fred buy it for the clock. Sophia didn't know what to do, but Fred had two ideas. He thought that they could give the presents in a black plastic bag, or they could give the presents the next day. So guess what? They decided to use the black plastic bag. The black plastic bag looked terrible, yet they put the presents in it. At the end, they had found a solution to their problem, so they attended the party. So they didn't stay at home. Now, here, through this very short story, we're using all the fanboys. We're going to analyze them one by one. Number one is for. As I told you, for is for saying like the reasons of something, right? So here we're saying Sophia and Fred went to buy presents before they had a wedding party. Or in other words, Sophie and Fred went to buy presents because they had a wedding party, right? So here we're giving reasons. Notice that the punctuation rule is applied. We use a comma before fanboys, okay? Remember that. And of course, at the end, we use a period. And this is a compound sentence joined by fanboys. Now, let's analyze the other sentence with and. Sophia bought a nice music box and Fred bought a clock. Now here we are adding information, okay? So here we have our first piece of information and then we add something extra. So they're related ideas. This is very important to remember. When we use fanboys, we need to make sure that the two ideas that we are joining, they are related to each other, okay? Next one, nor. Remember that nor is for expressing negative ideas. So both ideas are negative, okay? In the negative form. So for example, we say, Sophia didn't buy gift wrap for her present. And then here, the second idea, we're saying Fred didn't buy gift wrap for the clock either. So to express these two ideas, we're going to use nor, okay? When we use nor, we have a change in the structure. I'm going to show you the actual sentence. So the first sentence would be, Sophia didn't buy gift wrap for her present. And then we use a period. And the second sentence would be, Fred didn't buy it for the clock. So here we have one negative and the other one is negative too because we're saying didn't. Now, when we want to join these two ideas, we have to use nor. And when we write nor, we have to make a change. Look at these changes. And look at this one. So the rule is this. We're going to write nor, and then we're going to use the auxiliary verb. In this case, we're using the simple past, so the auxiliary verb is did. Notice this. Here we have did, and in the negative we have didn't. So we delete the not. And where is this not? This not is included in the word nor. So now we have nor, auxiliary verb, the subject, and then we have the verb, which is buy. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example. Let's use the present perfect. Okay, so we're gonna use the present perfect. I'm gonna copy like the same example. Okay, so we have hasn't bought it. All right, so now I'm going to join these two, right? In this case, I'm starting like I delete the period, I use a comma, and then I write nor. Now, I need to identify the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb in the present perfect is has or have. In this case, I'm going to use has because we have the third person. Now, remember, I delete not because it's included here. Okay, so now I have nor, auxiliary verb, subject, and then I'm going to use the verb. Nor has Fred bought it. Okay, yes. Now, the next one is but. But is used for making contrasts. Okay, so for example, the next part of the story is Sophia didn't know what to do, but Fred had two ideas. All right. So here we're contrasting these two sentences. The next one is or. Or is for choices, for options, like this one. They could give the presents in a black plastic bag, or they could give the presents the next day. So here you're showing two options, two choices, all right? The next one is yet. Remember, yet is similar to but, and it has one addition. It's like dramatic, okay? Dramatic contrast. So we say, the black plastic bag looked terrible. Imagine the presents in a black plastic bag. That's gonna look terrible. And then we say, yet they put the presents in it. So it means like they didn't care about like the look, like how the way the plastic bag looked like, right? So this is yet. I'm gonna give you another example. Remember, this is dramatic contrast. So probably we can say, I'm gonna take an example. Tom has lung cancer, okay? Yet he keeps smoking. All right, so it's dramatic contrast. Imagine Tom has lung cancer. He's about to die. Yet he keeps smoking. All right. And our last member of the FANBOYS is so. So is to show result. Okay, to show result. So we say Sophia and Fred had found a solution to their problem. So they attended the party, or so they went to the party, right? So just to recap, remember that the ideas that you are joining through the use of FANBOYS, those two ideas need to be related, okay? They have to be related. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, hit subscribe, give your thumbs up, and see you in the next lesson.